Raise your hand if you have ever used your cell phone while driving. Keep your hand raised if you have ever done this with a passenger in the vehicle. Each of you sitting in front of me at some point has used your cell phone while driving down the road. Whether it was to send or read a text message, make or answer a phone call, browse through social media, or send an email, either way, it's completely unnecessary. I am guilty, just of each of you, for using my cell phone while driving. But after several near accidents, I've made the commitment to stop, and you should do the same. Please stop using your cell phone while driving. It's dangerous, it can be costly, and it is completely avoidable. Some may say, oh, well, what's the big deal with using my cell phone while driving? In fact, based on information provided by J&P Driving School, 77% of young adults say they are somewhat confident that they can safely text and drive, and 55% say they feel that it is easy for them to text and drive. So I want you to imagine that you're driving down the road, you have your two friends in the vehicle with you, and you plan to spend the rest of your day at the shopping mall. You're laughing, you're talking, you're having fun, and your phone alerts you that you have a text message. So you dig your phone from your purse and you begin reading that text message. You glance up and you realize that you're nearing a red light and you don't have time to stop. Your vehicle crosses the line and you're hit on the passenger side by an oncoming truck. Your best friend is dead. Are the lives of your friends and your family not worth more than a text message or a phone call? Is your life not worth more than a text message or a phone call? In 2012, 3,328 people were killed in accidents involving a distracted driver, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So, if using your cell phone while driving were so safe and so easy, 3,328 people would still be here. But they're not. They're dead because someone was distracted. They were sending a text message, they were making a phone call, they were sending an email. Regardless of what they were doing, 3,328 people could potentially still be here today. Oh, and you say, oh, well, it's okay for me to text and drive or use my phone and drive because I'm a great multitasker. No, you're not. According to information provided by the National Safety Council, there's no such thing as multitasking. In fact, 1 in 4 accidents are the result of using your cell phone while driving, or multitasking as you call it. It's not worth it. Not only is using your cell phone while driving dangerous, but it can also be costly. According to the Governor's Highway Safety Association, 46 states have banned texting while driving. College is expensive, and meeting your basic needs may be a struggle. So is it really worth what you'll have to pay if you get caught for texting while driving? It's not. In the state of Alabama, the fine for texting while driving is $25 and goes up from there, according to CBS News. Is it really worth the $25 if you get caught? Is it worth dinner and a movie? Is it worth lunch for an entire week? Is it worth a tank of gas? And just think, Alabama has one of the lowest fines for using your phone for texting while driving. In some states, it's much higher. And in the state of Alaska, it's $10,000. The next time you go to pick up your phone while you're driving, I want you to think, is it worth a tank of gas? Is it worth dinner and a movie? Is it worth giving $25 to a complete stranger just to simply send a text message or make a phone call? Not only is using your cell phone while driving costly and dangerous, but it can be completely avoided. There are many alternatives to using your phone while driving. How many of the text messages and phone calls that you make while driving are important, or urgent, or life or death? Unless you're a doctor, I can assure you not very many. So you may think it will only take a second to send this text message, or it'll only take a second to make this phone call. Close. According to StopTextStopWrecks.org, it takes an average of 5 seconds for your eyes to be off of the road to read a text message. If you're traveling at 55 miles an hour, in those 5 seconds, you will have traveled the entire length of a football field. That's the entire length of a football field with your eyes off of the road. So in those 5 seconds, you could easily take a life, or you could easily pull your vehicle to the side of the road. If taking someone's life or even your own isn't enough for you to keep your phone put away away while driving? There are some other alternatives. Lock your phone in your trunk or in your glove box so that way you're forced to pull off of the road before you answer your cell phone or send the text message. There are also apps designed to keep you from using your cell phone while driving. You can also have a designated texter. If you have a passenger in the vehicle, have them make your phone calls for you and send your text messages so that you're able to keep your eyes and your focus on the road. Or just simply silence or turn your cell phone completely off if you're too tempted to use it while driving. Do not use your cell phone while driving. It's dangerous, it can be costly, and it can be completely avoided. Today we have talked about the dangers of using your cell phone while driving, the costs involved of using your cell phone while driving, and the alternatives to keep you from texting and using your cell phone while driving. So the next time you go to pick up your cell phone while you're driving down the road, I want you to think, is a text message or a phone call worth your life or someone else's life? Is it worth the money that you'll have to pay if you're caught while using your phone while driving? I can assure you that it's not. So use some of the alternatives I've given you today to stop using your cell phone while driving.